What's going on, YouTube? It's NC, the place to be chilling with your homie, Mr. A&E, and not Deion Sanders for prime time.
What's up, y'all? It's me, it's the PRIME.
Man, hold on, man. The Chicago Saint is back. The kid from Chicago is back, and that's how excited you sound?
You know, I had to listen to Jim Ross' commentary tonight. Unexpectedly. I wasn't even ready for it.
Oh. Guys, we are talking about Rampage. Look, it ain't... Y'all see the thumbnail. Y'all know what this thing is about. CM Punk has returned. Okay? The Chicago Kid is back in professional wrestling. And after 7 years, first of all, the promo he gave was outstanding. This is Rampage. We knew it was coming, but they didn't say anything. And they kicked it off at the top of the show. Now, I'm gonna be completely real with y'all. I'm going to be transparent. I was out there door dashing. I gotta help my fam. I gotta make money for the fam. You know what I'm saying, like that. And I told Prime, I said, "Yo, I'm gonna be back by 10 to watch this joint." And I got one of the most annoying orders I have ever got on DoorDash in my life. But you know what? I'm not gonna get into that because this ain't about me. It's about CM Punk. So I'm just letting y'all know that I had to go back and watch it. I wasn't immersed in the moment like everybody else was, but I went back in there and I felt the energy of how. Where were they at in Chicago? What center is that?
The United Center.
The United Center in Chicago. How they packed that place in. That's where all that's going to be at also, right?
No, it's not.
It's not?
No.
Oh, snap. Where's all that going to be at?
It's going to be at where they had All In.
Oh, snap. Okay. That's a bigger arena, right?
No, it's smaller.
What? I'm pretty sure they could sell that joint out if they got a bigger arena.
I know, but I'm like, I guess All Out has always been at that arena in Chicago because that's where they had All In.
Look,
where it started it all, so they gonna be loyal to that arena.
Man, look, WWE always been in Madison Square Garden, and then when that Barclays Center opened, they said, "See y'all."
I know, but I think to them they're gonna be loyal because like they're on the building, they have a plaque on their building and everything.
Wow.
So I think they're gonna be loyal when it comes to All Out in Chicago.
Okay, but after seeing tonight, they can definitely sell more tickets.
Well, of course. I mean, I think they can do a stadium special if they wanted to for a big pay-per-view like that. But they're gonna be loyal to that Chicago building. I get it.
Look, the crowd is already hyped. They're amped up. They're chanting CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. They're going in, and then that with the scratch.
Wait a minute now.
Okay, teach me.
Because before that all that happened, I was sad before I can get happy. Because we get introduced to the commentary table.
So is it the standard commentary from Dynamite?
There's Mark Henry, Excalibur, Taz, and Jim Ross.
Wait a minute, you on about Jim Ross? I should be on. That's another 4-man booth. Tony Khan said this 4-man booth was not going to be a thing.
I mean, after the first week, it is and it's not. It's if you're gonna have 3 men, Jim Ross is not one of those 3 men to have. That's all I'm saying. But Mark Henry is more like a roaming. It's like he's there and then he's not there because he's interviewing people.
So like Tony Schiavone.
Yeah.
You know, for a show that does a lot like WCW, I don't know why they did the commentary like WCW. Remember the WCW was like in the beginning it was like Tony Schiavone and Larry Zbyszko, and then it is sometimes Mike Tenay, and then afterwards, like after the second hour, they'll bring in Bobby the Brain Heaton and Tony Schiavone.
I know. I definitely don't want them to change in the middle of the show, though. I wouldn't want that. Okay. Unless JR is getting up to leave.
Okay, fair enough. Well, they introduced the commentary team, and then what happens before I get into...
No, they just introduced Jim Ross, and I was like, oh.
But it didn't matter because you know who the crowd was chanting.
I know, but I'm saying, like, because last week Jericho was on there, so instead of them having a 3-man move while Jericho was quote-unquote out, they said he was out from his match with MJF.
Sure.
Instead of Jericho just being out and them having a 3-man booth, they had to add Jim Ross. That's why I was upset.
I see what you're saying.
Yes.
I see what you're saying. Okay. Yeah, that could upset me too. Well, what didn't upset me is hearing the crowd, the love they got for this man. And it was beautiful because when he comes out to, with the scratch, in living color, Cult of Personality.
Mm-hmm.
And like nothing, the whole I love it. I love it. I'm glad they, because first of all, I'm like, WWE don't own that song. They don't own Cult of Personality. And I guarantee you, Tony.
Nah, that's just the band, and he bought it. Well, actually, he said that I don't know if he bought it for sure, but he said that even if he didn't buy the rights, he still would have used it and then just paid for it afterwards. Like, he would have just used the song anyway and then just paid whatever money they wanted.
Yeah, Tony, you know, Tony Khan would have paid for all that shit.
No, I'm saying, like, he has it illegal. He has it legally.
Oh, okay.
But he said even if he didn't like buy the song, like if they didn't clear it before the show, he still would have used it and then just paid whatever they wanted, fines or whatever after the fact.
Gotcha. Well, look, In Living Color was tweeting about this joint also, man. This one was everywhere.
Oh yeah, ESPN, Sports Center, everybody.
And of course, CM Punk comes out. He drops to his knees.
Well, I did love that. I just love the crowd erupting though. It's just to be there in the moment. And after the show started, I kind of pretty much knew, because it was speculating. But then they started saying, "We have a big announcement coming for you right now." So it's like, okay, well, of course it's going to be, what everybody thinks it is when they say a big announcement coming next.
You know, the good thing was, like, I like when they showed to the crowd and you saw, like, the legit crowd emotions. Like, there was, there was a girl just jumping up and down. There was a whole dude in the crowd crying. I mean, like...
Oh, that dude is going viral.
Yeah, bruh. It's kind of like when they were showing when Undertaker retired, you saw that dude crying, like... Yeah, this guy... straight emotions, just crying his ass off. And CM Punk, and first of all, I like that everything about CM Punk tonight felt real. Because he came out there, he was on his knees, and you could see he was trying to get emotional. Because the man loves wrestling. I don't care what he said back 7 years ago. Because when you angry, you're going to say some shit. Especially when you mad at Vince. I'll say some shit all day, every day. And he was upset by that. But, he loves professional wrestling, and even when he tried to go for the UFC thing, he realized, this ain't for you, son. You need to go back to where you are wanted and needed at. And that's I got all of that from his return night, because those ain't just pure AEW fans in attendance. Those, everybody before AEW came out was at WWE shows chanting CM Punk. CM Punk has been chanted everywhere for years. Okay? Years. For 7 years. And then I just like how, now it's COVID, but still, he got all excited. And
I was like, he should have did that.
I would have did that. But I understand it's in his hometown, it's in Chicago, and this man just straight dived into the audience. I was like, now look, I get it, but it is COVID, and it's just like, I wouldn't necessarily have done that. To be honest with you, but it was good to see, like, he was in the crowd, like, he was legitimately having fun with everybody that was out there. And he gets to the ring after the commercial break, because like the crowd is still hyped. They never calmed down this whole time.
The commercial break was like 60 seconds though.
Yeah. And he comes back and he starts talking. He cuts the promo and everything about him coming back to wrestling. I like the line that he said where in 2005 I left because of Ring of Honor, because I had tears in my eyes because I left professional wrestling, and now in August 20th of 2021 I'm back. I love that. Like, I'm back to professional wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he talked about, you know, how he gave a shot at WWE. Talk about, you know, he had to heal up from the company. There was no way he could go back to the company. They got him sick in the first place.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with all the stuff that WWE was doing over there. I was like, yeah, I remember that whole podcast that he had on Coca Cabana show, and we explained everything that was going on and stuff. And I like how he said, "Can I tell you a story?" I said, "Yes, we going down the Indian style. We you know, say crisscross applesauce. We sit down and CM Punk's on the mic and do it." I loved it, and it was
you know you're crazy over when you get a huge pop for just sitting crisscross applesauce on Indian style.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You are mad over, like, as soon as he said, "Can I tell a story?" Everybody erupted because they knew what was happening. They knew the position that he was going to go in, and that was just perfect as it was. And he sat there and was talking about, you know, how he left. You know, and how he can come back, and some of the things that people may have thought of him when he left, because CM Punk did say some stuff when he did leave, and like I said, the guy was angry. But right now, man, look, absence makes the heart grow fonder when it comes to CM Punk, man, and I am so glad to see him in the ring, and how he said he wants to be there. And back to professional wrestling, help out the young guys in the back, and settle some scores also, which he calls out Darby Allen. And I like, they set up everything perfectly. And I like how it just goes to the rafters. You see Darby and Sting in the rafters.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what it is, but I always get anxiety just seeing somebody up there in the, like Sting or somebody in the rafters, and they just looking down over. I'm just like, bro, that's so fucking high.
They are in the stands. They're not in the rafters. They're still in the stands.
Man, they were above everybody in the stands.
Those are still seats.
That's crazy.
Yeah, people pay for seats that high. I know, but those are still seats.
Yeah, no, thank you. And he says, you know, I've seen Darby go against get kicked down steps and falling on cashes and just get beat up and everything like that, and he still comes up, "You are one tough dude, just like everybody in Chicago, you're tough." But, you know, are you told to face CM Punk and to face CM Punk in Chicago? And so at All Out, September 5th, it will be CM Punk versus Darby Allen. What a great match to start off with when it comes to CM Punk and Darby Allen. Because first of all, Darby going to make Punk look good.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because, like I said, look, we got to keep in mind, as much as we happy to see CM Punk and he looks good and slimmed down and all that stuff, CM Punk is in his 40s.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So, now once again, we've seen Sting do shit in his 60s, but he still got, you know, he hasn't been in the ring in 7 years, so he needs to knock that ring rust off a little bit if he has any. Like I said, I don't know, I haven't seen a workout videos from CM Punk or anything like that, but everything just felt so legit, and I was just so happy. I guarantee you the whole wrestling world, minus Vince McMahon, was watching tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You now give me your opinion seeing it there just live and seeing CM Punk back in professional wrestling after 7 years, because I don't know if it was going to come or not.
I mean, I was very, very, very excited. Listen to every single word of the promo. He unveiled his new shirt, which, like, looking at all this stuff, his entrance, his Titantron and all that, I'm like, this looks exactly like the WWE, but like the ripoff version. Like, I'm talking about as far as like his graphics designs is what I'm talking about. Like the shirt is pretty much a carbon copy of the same shirt he wore. It's a white shirt with the black stripes on the sleeves and the collar.
Well,
and they got that.
Peep this. AEW shop crashed.
Yeah, I'm assuming. Did I? Wait, hold on. Did I not send you? Oh, I gotta send you this right now.
Uh-oh.
I gotta see this now. They put out a special. Not only did they put out a shirt.
I know the Crash Cycle. I was trying to go look for a shirt, but they don't. It doesn't have any back art to it, unfortunately.
All right, this is what they put out.
A bomber jacket, CM Punk bomber jacket.
Yes.
Yo, damn.
Yep. And the line to get that shirt after he unveiled it was 300 people, at least.
Yo, 300 people at like $135 a pop. That's money.
Mm-hmm.
That's some cash right there, bro. That is some. Yo, CM Punk is about to. It's just making the money. Like, imagine them to say, you know what? He's the pre-order bonus for All Elite Wrestling video game.
Yeah, he'll probably be on the roster for a while by then.
I mean, he probably would, but wouldn't you make it? Wouldn't it be making somebody sell more just to be like this? If you put it, you can see CM Punk on pre-order just to have extra pre-orders and stuff like that. Because look, I know people may say that AEW is running a sprint or playing checkers to post and chess and stuff to WWE, whatever the case may be. I'm like, I think they're doing just fine.
Yeah, they're doing fine doing them.
They are doing them, and I like it. It just felt good to see, because I knew CM Punk, as long as WWE was in charge, CM Punk was not going to come back to wrestling, because they were the only ones that was out there. And I knew CM Punk probably didn't want to go back to Ring of Honor, and we knew CM Punk wasn't going to Impact, so, or TNA or whatever they wanted to call it. So whatever the case may be, but with All Elite Wrestling forming, and it being successful on a successful cable company with successful views, and actually seeing wrestling fans just lose their shit when somebody who is so beloved returns, it melt my heart. It felt good to be a wrestling fan again. Even on my casual wrestling fan friends, I was just like, look, I can't be out too long tonight because CM Punk coming back. And he was like, wait, CM Punk is coming back like to wrestle? I said, bro, because even they know who CM Punk is.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't necessarily need to matter.
You know what? I know we might talk about this. Did you hear what Roman said, or what they told him to say?
What did Roman's, or what they tell Roman to say?
He never moved a needle. He was never a draw. He never got people excited for the brand.
Now, Joe Anuwadi knows that's bullshit. Okay, Joe Anuwadi knows that's bullshit. And number two, he's a heel. He's going to be in character. That's the thing, to bring hate on him. That's what Roman Reigns' job is to do. And the three, yes, he was fair deadline because everybody knows CM Punk's coming back. The only person that probably don't know is Vince.
Nah, he know.
Oh.
Tell him if he don't know, he gonna know.
Yeah, he gonna find out eventually. So no, exactly. So that was the CM Punk Open. Now, obviously, I had to go to Prime because Rampage has 3 matches. We had the tag team match, Private Party taking on Jurassic Express. Then we had Moxley versus Danny Garcia. Then we had Jade Cargill making her return, going up against Kierra Hogan. So it started off with the tag team match, right?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think we talked about this before. I just don't. The tag team of Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus has to end.
Jeez. You over Jurassic Express. Like, I'm over Marco Stunt, but you over Jurassic Express?
I'm over Jurassic Express because Jungle Boy is crazy over as a singles guy. And it's like they keep putting him in a tag team to get the tag team over, but they only like Jungle Boy. Like, Luchasaurus is cool, but they would rather see Jungle Boy in a singles title match rather than seeing Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus.
Gotcha.
So I would rather break them up because, like, you see how People were going crazy every time Jungle Boy wins the Battle Royal, or every time Jungle Boy wins, period. It's like, you mean tell me somebody who fought Kenny Omega for the title and pushed him to his limit is just supposed to subdue to a tag team with Luchasaurus. It's like, it just don't make sense to me. I just rather have him as a singles guy, have Luchasaurus as a big singles monster, or not a monster, but, a big guy. But yeah, the match was cool with Private Party. It's a Private Party. No, that's not their song no more. What's their song now? Oh my God, is that Private Party?
Because it keep coming to Matt Hardy stuff.
Their song now is, oh my God, is that Private Party? That's literally the intro to their song.
So it reminds you of Tyler Breeze. Oh my God, look everybody, it's Tyler.
Yeah. So, oh my God, is that Private Party? So yeah. But yeah, no, Private Party loses. Yeah, they lost. Matt and Nick Jackson came out to the ramp, and Matt Jackson, this guy's oh my God. Matt Jackson came out wearing the exact outfit that Michael Jordan wore in the in one of the Olympics. Not one in the 92 Olympics, but like it's a specific picture of him wearing this outfit. And Matt Jackson bought that outfit and wore it out to the crowd, to the stage. Let's see, what else we had? We had Jade versus Kierra Hogan.
Mm-hmm. Was that next or was that the main event?
No, that was next.
Okay.
Come on now, Moxley's on the card. Jade is not from the main event over Moxley. But you know, the match, I did not like how quick the match was. And I kind of didn't like how they treated it in the beginning of the match. Because like before the bell rang, Mark Henry was like, hey, I got to go interview people for the next match. Meaning that basically this match is about to be 2 minutes or less.
Yeah.
And spoiler alert, it was less. It was like a splash in the corner, and then Jade with a big boot and her finisher, and that was it. And I'm just saying, I don't think in front of your biggest crowd ever, this is not the people you want to showcase, or at least this wasn't a showcase you want to have. I know they want to get Jade in front of a lot of eyes, but I would have had a competitive women's match. I would have had like Thunder Rosa versus somebody, because of the aspect of just your biggest crowd, and you go and you have a squash women's match. I just didn't like the way that felt. Mark Henry interviews Moxley and Danny Garcia. They kind of just talk trash to each other, and Mox walks out.
So Danny Garcia is like this, like he's like the new kid on the body that just came last week, right? Or has he been there already?
No, he just came with 2.0.
Oh, okay.
And this is a part of his promo which I actually liked, and it made sense for him why he wants to fight Moxley. He said, I've been here for 2 weeks, and I beat up Fuego del Sol, and I beat up Mike Seidel. You think people gonna take me seriously if I beat them two up? I gotta beat up Moxley. That's gonna have people take me seriously. It's legit what he said. So I was like, I mean, it makes sense, you know. You ain't gonna really get nowhere beating Matt Seidel and Fuego. So yes, fight Moxley.
Fair enough. That's a good point.
Surprisingly, this wasn't a squash match. He kept going after the legs of Moxley. So JR had a comment I didn't like. He said he knows how to go after the legs of one because he broke both his legs. But Danny Garcia,
say that again.
He said he knows how to go after the legs of one because he broke both his legs. Danny Garcia did break both of his legs. That does not have anything to do with him learning how to put pain on the legs.
he might have just said pop them hips after that.
Oh, Taz did say that. Because Moxley was doing those Kenny Omega like when he ducks under.
Yeah.
And do the German suplex. Oh, look at the way he pops those hips. Yeah.
That joke it's hilarious to me.
But Daniel Garcia kept trying to do the rolling leg lock and trying to get him and he had him in a few leg hooks and leg locks, and Moxley was selling the leg, but at the end, he had him in like a Kimura type of move.
Yeah.
And he was leaning back, and Mox just grabbed his arm, put him in the bully choke, and he won.
Ah, that's what they call it, the bully choke.
Yeah. Mox, I guess Mox was just feeling himself. He got up and started taunting and turned his back, and he instantly got up and started attacking his leg again. And then 2.0 came in there. Eddie Kingston came in there, and then Sting and Darby came in there and beat him up. So it was 4 against 3.
Well, so they just beating up Daniel Garcia?
And 2.0.
They really don't like these motherfuckers.
It was like, it's first of all, it's 2.0 and Daniel Garcia versus Mox and Kingston in the brawl. Sting and Darby came out there.
They don't mind their business. Like, come on.
The fact that Sting and Darby came out there, and then Mox and Kingston didn't throw no more punches. And Sting and Darby beat up them 3 by themselves. And then after they beat them up, they start chanting. I mean, they start like celebrating each other. I thought Punk was going to come back and like beat up Darby, get him Darby at GTS, because he was doing the Punk taunts. He was on his knees doing the It's Clobbering Time. He was doing the X. He was doing Punk taunts. So, yeah. It's still a solid episode. Very good episode, though. It flew by, especially after Punk. So, yeah. Definitely a good episode.
So, yep. For what I saw, obviously, because I'm only going to go to CM Punk, so I came back late, so I got to watch the matches later. I did want to see my girl Jade Cargill, but, you know, obviously that's that. She's squashed. I know she's still green behind the ears, but she just looks amazing, and I think.
I mean, the thing is, if she's green, you got to put her in there with somebody like a teacher, like Thunder Rosa, or somebody that.
Kierra Hogan could be a teacher. She
can be a teacher, but she's still. They don't treat her as like they should. So I don't think Kierra Hogan is the person that they want at the moment to do that.
Mm-hmm.
When I say teacher, I mean somebody that's like already like in the AEW realm.
Like Serena Deeb?
Yeah,
Okay.
Like somebody that's there often. Like Kierra Hogan just got there.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm just saying, because Jade Cargill is like a specimen, and she can really be pushed to the top once she just, knocks the green out of her. I did that would be dope. So yes,
real quick, I feel like they doing with Kierra Hogan, like you make jokes about and beat the impact out of her or something. I don't know, because like she should not be a jobber on your jobber show. At least let her win, or on a jobber show. I won't get wins on that.
I know she will most likely probably pick up some wins, but they probably gonna beat the impact out of her.
I don't know, because Swole has a faction and nobody knows it. If you don't watch,
you said Swole has a what?
A faction.
Oh yeah, it's her, Red Velvet, and somebody else, right?
Is it Red Velvet? I don't know. Red Velvet's still in it or not.
Oh damn! I gotta check it out. I gotta look at it.
I don't know. They call it like R&L Swole. I don't know if I forgot, but yeah. They got a faction. I was like, oh, okay, Swole.
A low Swole. So yeah, Rampage was dope. I give it a passing grade this week, and I'm like I said, all because of CM Punk. Now I just want to see how they handle him. I know he's probably not going to get into the ring or have a match until All Out, but I don't want him to just be like, okay, that was Rampage, and then y'all see me at All Out. I'm like, can you come to Dynamite?
Yeah, they announced that. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
No, so CM Punk. So okay. CM Punk is pretty much going to be... He's going to pretty much be on almost every single episode of Dynamite. It's kind of like... Who's on every episode or almost every episode of Dynamite but don't really wrestle every week?
George Janela.
Well, no, he's not on Dynamite every week.
Oh, okay. He's not on it every week. You're right. Fair enough.
I think CM Punk can just be... I think he's going to be one of the people that comes out and says something every week, but doesn't kind of like how Christian does.
Oh,
he wrestles on the big Dynamite shows and then pay-per-views.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Yeah, because Matt Hardy, I was gonna say like Matt Hardy, but Matt Hardy working almost every show. He worked Dark, he worked Elevation, he does everything. But yeah, I think Punk could do some big.
He needs to chill for a little bit too.
What you talking about?
But
apparently this man is lonely. Apparently this man ain't got nothing else to do at home, and his 40-acre house. Then to
he should go find himself some knees. But look, Rampage gets a pass.
He got some. Never mind. I ain't
See, Rampage is a pass grade for me this week. It's a pass grade from you, correct too, Prime?
Yes.
Yes. I can't wait. I'm enjoying Rampage so far, so that means I won't keep reviewing it because I'm enjoying Rampage.
The first month is good.
Well, right now we 2 for 2. And first of all, I like the format of just 3 matches.
Yeah, I think they'll keep it 3 matches and and like a couple segments. Also, they announced for next week's Rampage is Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus the winners of Lucha Brothers and the Varsity Blondes.
Okay.
So, Jungle Boy and Luchasaurus versus Pentagon and Ray Phoenix. Pretty much.
Oh, that should be a good one.
And I personally don't like it because I don't want to see the Bucks versus the Lucha Express.
Ugh.
But we don't see the Bucks versus the Lucha Brothers too much too. But I would have the Lucha Brothers win the titles, but that's just me.
Well,
we'll see what happens.
We'll see what happens. So once again, this is NC, the place to be. Joe Trevor saying D, not Deion Sanders. Prime time.
All right, y'all.
All right, and until next week, the Nerd Coalition is out.